Hi everyone, now that we have got XLRI BM and HRM both calls come out, XLRI has now also published the press release announcing the cutoffs overall as well as sectional cutoffs for each of these programs. Now what I'm going to do is I will walk you through the press release and also let's do a quick comparison from last year versus this year. What has the changes been in the cutoffs? That will help us to understand the actual impact of number of takers of the XAT exam as well, right? Now we look at this, the BM, this is the press release where they have mentioned that the overall cutoffs for the candidates coming from engineer or non-engineer male candidates was 96 and 91 for the female candidates. Their sectional cutoffs have been a little different in the categories, but overall the cutoffs have been the same for engineer or non-engineer male and engineer or non-engineer female for the BM program. Then looking at for the HR program as well also, they have given the cutoffs. Overall, it has been 95 percentile for general engineer males, 90 percentile for general engineer females, 93 for non-engineer males, and 87 for the non-engineer females. This is what has been the published numbers. This year, as they have mentioned, usually the number of calls being released used to be somewhere around 2000 2900 2600 के आसपास होता था. This time they have published that in the interviews they are expecting 4000 to 4500 candidates coming in for this admission cycle. Okay, so that's a quick update with respect to the press release. Now let's quickly analyze the cutoffs a little bit more to see how it has changed over the last year. Now when we look at the cutoffs overall, okay, this is for the BM cutoffs. BM, general engineer males, verbal, the cutoff has increased by 1 percentile. Decision making, it has decreased by 1 percentile. Quants, it has increased by 2 percentile, 88 percentile, and overall there was no change. When we look at the general engineer females candidates, either verbal, decision making, and overall no change as compared to last year, but quants has increased by 1 percentile. A quick observation, quants has increased across all the categories this year for the cutoffs when it comes to the BM program. Now for the non-engineer males, verbal increased by 1 percentile, decision making decreased by 1 percentile, quants increased by 3 percentile, overall increased by 1 percentile. If you see, quick observation, decision making में सब जगह पर डिक्रीज हुआ है एक्सेप्ट फॉर फीमेल इंजीनियर जहाँ पे उधर सेम रहा है. ठीक है. नाउ द नॉन इंजीनियर मेल BM कट ऑफ में वर्बल नो चेंज, decision making decreased by 1, quants increased by 2, overall increased by 1 percentile. Okay, the HRM program cutoffs, the changes in the HRM program. Okay, so here now we look at the HRM program. Here changes थोड़े कम हुए हैं. If you see overall there are no much changes, there's only slight increment in some aspects. All the categories, whether it was general, GEM, JEF, non-engineer male, non-engineer female, the cutoffs of overall have been the same as last year's cutoff. Verbal section same as last year. Decision making has increased across all. So for general engineer male, decision making has increased by 2 percentile. Female engineers general category, it has increased by 2 percentile. Non-engineer male, it has increased by 2 percentile again, and non-engineer females also it has increased by 2 percentile. The quants and DI section में इधर भी increase या फिर same है, तो you can see female candidates में no change in the cutoffs. For male candidates it has increased. Quants and DI for general engineer male has increased by 3 percentile, and for non-engineer male it has increased by 1 percentile. So essentially there has been an overall incremental value in the BM program for the cutoffs for non-engineers. For engineers, the cutoff has been the same as last year when we look at overall cutoffs of BM category. For HRM, overall the cutoffs are same as last year for entire male engineer, non-engineer, females as well also. Now you got to make sure that this time competition looks tougher, because they've mentioned clearly 4,000 to 4,500 candidates coming for interviews. So I hope all of you guys start gearing up for your interview preparation and do not miss any of the important timelines. Like, very important, today 5 p.m. you will have your SOP guidelines form opening up. Read the questions wisely, submit your answers properly. Your deadline is 27th Jan, that's Monday 5 p.m. to submit these questions. Then you have to go ahead and book your GDPI slot and city for the interviews. Interviews will be 20th Feb to 15th of March onwards. 30th Jan, the slot booking will open up. The interviews this time are going to be happening in 5 cities. That's Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, Jamshedpur and Kolkata. It's all going to be first come first basis. So jaldi se time se bhar lena. And very important, remember, if you are shortlisted for the PGDM, BM program and HR program, both of them, you have to give separate interviews for both of them. To book your slots accordingly. All the best, take care, stay tuned to the channel for all the further updates, and do not miss the Alumni Connect session scheduled for the CATKing students tomorrow, that's 26 Jan 11 p.m.